Okay, so in order to upload all the consignment things, or parts that you receive, you want to go into Inventory, Lists, Items. Make sure that the view is on Haas Consignment Receiving, and export the Excel file. When the Excel file opens, you're going to want to copy A through C, and you're going to want to paste that into sheet 1 of the form that I gave you, the Excel file that I gave you. Okay? That'll post through A, B, and C. On consign1.scv, you're going to want to copy all of the fields that came in from Haas, which is A through M. And you want to paste that into the Haas Consignment Inventory section. And the way the fields are set up, it should stop at M, because N, O, and P contain the formulas that'll tell you the information that you need. So if you copy N, O, and P, scroll down to the end of the item list and paste it there, and then paste it all the way in between. When you look at the list, it's going to tell you, yes, it uses a bin. And this is the ID number. So yes, it uses a bin, or no, it doesn't use a bin. And this is the internal ID of the item. And then if it doesn't appear in NetSuite, for example, if I copy this and bring it down one more, and I type something in the part number range, it'll tell you this is not in NetSuite, which means that you're going to have to add that part into the NetSuite inventory. So I'm going to delete that one for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort the entire page by use bin column. Okay, and anything that says no, they don't use bins, I'm going to copy that into a new sheet. I'm going to go back to the original, or the Haas consignment list, and I'm going to delete out all of the fields that don't use bin from that one sheet. Okay, so everything that's in the first sheet should say yes. Everything that's in the second sheet should say no. Go back to the original sheet. I'm going to save this as a CSV file. I'm going to name it the PO number that it came through so we don't get confused. Save as CSV file. Oops, didn't do that right. Desktop. And say okay, that's fine. It's going to save just the top sheet. Okay. On the second sheet, the one that I posted all of the no bins, I need to come into the purchase order number, and I'm going to add -2 at the end of it. I'm going to copy that, I'm going to paste that. So if there's multiple PO numbers, or if there's multiple items, you're going to need to post the PO number all the way down through the number, through the items. So for every number, or for every item, you need to have the same PO number -2 at the end. And I'll explain that in a little bit, why it's like that. So I'm going to copy this, save as CSV file. I'm going to paste it with the -2 at the end, save that to the desktop. Okay, so that's how you set up the files for importing. To import the files, you want to go under Setup, Other Setup, and Save CSV Imports. You're going to click on Haas Consignment. Scroll down, select one of the files that we saved. So I'm going to do the first one. Hit Next. Next. You want to verify the date. So today's the 15th, so I'm going to change that to 15. Everything else should stay the same. And just hit Next. And save and run. It's going to ask you if you want to override the file. Hit OK. And we'll click on Import Job Status. Once the job status is done and verified that it's completed, I'm going to go back. We're going to go to Setup, Save CSV Imports. There's a Haas Consignment No Bin. This is the one that you select for the second one that doesn't have bins. You click on that. I'm down. We'll say number 2. Next. Next. And the difference between this one and the other one, and you're going to have to change the date, is that it's going to the location in Northern California and it doesn't have inventory detail because they don't have bins. So once you verify that the date's correct, all you have to do is hit Next, Save As and Run, or Save and Run, sorry. And we'll verify that it goes through. Once it's completed, you can paste the PO number up here in the top in the global search, and it'll bring up both of the bills for the items. And here's why we had to do the -2, because you can't have bills with the same exact numbers. So it's the same number, it's just this is number 2, this is number 1. So this one had bins, this one did not have bins. So if you come through, it's paid in full, which means it's closed. All the items have been received into their bins. That's why the check marks are on the actual inventory part. If you come over here and look at all these have been received, so there should be now a quantity of 68 plus the additional ones that were already in our system. And that's how you receive Haas Consignment.